9 effective ways to make a man commit without pressure. You may have been with a guy who has commitment problems at some point in your life. It's reasonable for you to worry about how to get him to commit without putting him under pressure in those scenarios. So, how can you strike that delicate balance? How can you get what you want without putting too much pressure on the person of your dreams? Fortunately, you're not the first or last woman to face these issues. So, if you're attempting to figure out how to get him to commit without putting pressure on him, here are all the answers you'll need. 1. You must cease chasing him if you want him to stop fleeing. When you have a crush on a person, your initial reaction is to pursue him, especially if he refuses to commit but also refuses to let go. You put all you had into making him yours in some manner. I understand how intense the urge to chase can be. You recognize what you desire and go after it. That's a great instinct to have. You must, however, resist it. It's entirely okay to show interest. You are free to be your flirty, attractive self at any time, but don't become desperate and pursue him. Take your time responding to texts and limit your social media involvement. If he's attracted to you, he'll come your way. Don't stress about it, and don't lower your value by being unduly attention-seeking and in hot pursuit. 2. Take advantage of your time together. Having fun while you're together is unquestionably one of the most crucial features of a healthy relationship. This is all you should concentrate on at the beginning. You'll frighten him away if you skip the fun period and leap right into serious conversations about a committed relationship. It may sound simple, but if he enjoys himself when you're together, he'll want to see you more often. 3. Ask about his future plans. It's necessary to tell a guy if you want him to commit to you. That isn't to mean you should give him an ultimatum or impose any sort of pressure on him. Asking where he sees himself in a few years and then mentioning your ambitions for the future is the best approach to go about it. Mention your long-term objectives in a casual manner. Don't be concerned if your long-term objectives differ from his. Simply express that you appear to desire different things and wait to see how he reacts. He'll probably be the one to try to reach an agreement since he's afraid of losing you. This will most likely happen later in the relationship once he's realized your genuine worth. The rest of this video concentrates on how to properly demonstrate this to him. 4. Make your connection less stressful. Many women enter relationships with the wrong motives in mind. They begin pressuring a man to commit right soon, but this just serves to drive him away. Focus on building a calm atmosphere in the relationship before thinking about commitment. A man analyzes a relationship depending on his current level of relaxation. Allow yourself to be enchanted by his presence. Show him how much you appreciate him. It will soothe, relax, and delight him. When a guy likes the company of a girl, he will commit to her. 5. Make an emotional connection with him. Because they are typically socialized not to express their emotions, many men lack an emotional support system. If you want him to be your partner, provide him with a solid support system in the form of a leaning shoulder. Make him see that he can count on you when he's down. Allow him to see how you can make his happy moments happier. Provide him with a sympathetic ear and sound advice. Every man wishes to marry a woman who understands his problems. If you do all of these things, he will fall in love with you sooner. 6. Acting like a wife or fiancé is not a good idea. Before he even agrees to be your boyfriend, don't act like his wife. Don't give him everything all at once or he'll take it all for granted. Unless he's marrying you, there's no reason to offer him wifey benefits. If you go all in just before you agree in a relationship, he may not take you seriously. Allow him to recognize your significance in his life, and he will commit. 7. Engage in his life. By taking on the position of the woman in his life, you might accelerate the process. You must be careful not to go overboard since this might scare him away if done incorrectly. Subtly blend yourself into his life till he can't picture living without you. The simplest method to get him to commit is to text or phone him every day at the same time. Send him a good morning SMS on a regular basis or call him every evening. He'll eventually understand that your routine activities are part of his life and he'll want to commit to you. 8. To enjoy your presence, a man must experience your absence. Being within the arm's reach of a man won't get you anywhere. Indeed, if you're too accessible, he'll begin to take you for granted. This is how we humans function. We don't appreciate it sufficiently when we know we'll always have something or someone. When you're continual with your boyfriend, he won't just become bored of you, he'll start to believe that he can have you anytime he wants. What's worse, do you know what the worst part is? He'll be totally accurate. So tell me why a man would put out any effort in a relationship with a lady like this. I don't intend to come across as heartless, but the harsh reality is that he can be with you in one of two ways. Will he choose to be dedicated to you and your relationship? In such a scenario, he'll lose all of the advantages of being a bachelor. He can, on the other hand, have his cake and eat it too. He has complete freedom to be with you anytime he wants without any obligations. You're there to catch him if he stumbles and to embrace him with wide arms whenever the other females ignore him. No matter what he does, you're his form of protection and you're not going anywhere. Essentially, he may enjoy all of the relationship benefits without having to make any obligations to you. Doesn't it sound too good? It's up to you to make sure he doesn't think this way. It's up to you to demonstrate to your partner that you're not going to stay with him no matter how he treats you. Above all, you must demonstrate to him that your presence in his life is not unconditional. Unless he makes some significant adjustments in your relationship, you won't be there for him always and forever. The basic truth is that a man must sense your absence in order to genuinely appreciate your presence. 9. He can't hurt you until you give him permission. One of the most common misunderstandings is that we have no say in how others treat us. The truth, on the other hand, is quite different. You are, in reality, the one who sets the terms. You are the one who decides how others will treat you. This is true in all of your interactions, but it is especially true in romantic connections. Remember, a guy can't hurt you until you give him permission. So if you're wondering how to get him to commit without putting pressure on him, the answer is actually rather simple. Show him how much you value him. And the best and probably only way to do this is to refuse to let him treat you badly. When you take a position like this, a man will realize you're more than just his pet. He'll suddenly respect you. A man will only commit to a woman with whom he sees a future. It's up to you to prove to him that you are the appropriate girl for him. If you do your part, he'll commit to you before you know it. Well, that's all we got for today. If you enjoyed, do not forget to subscribe and you'll never miss a video from us. Thanks for watching.